The most heartbreaking episode of One Piece just dropped. Episode 1129? Nah, this wasn't just animation. This was emotional warfare, psychological demolition. Saturn didn't just show up, he declared dominion. Like a final boss stepping into a cutscene with no skip button. And Bonnie, she finally snapped. Vegapunk hits the ground like a meteor. Bodies go flying. The battlefield is chaos. Marines scrambling, screams echoing, and in the middle of it all, Sanji somehow catches Bonnie mid-air like it's prom night. Frankie goes full cyborg, dad mode, and saves the doc. But then the second Saturn moves, everyone freezes. Not out of fear, out of instinct. Like their souls are screaming, this isn't right. Like reality itself is glitching just by him walking. Bonnie, she remembers everything. Kuma's memories crash into her like a tidal wave. And one image sticks, Saturn, staring coldly, ordering her father, her hero, to be turned into a weapon. And she snaps, grabs a sword. No hesitation, no inner monologue, just pure rage. She launches herself like a missile straight into Saturn's chest, and she stabs him straight through. The crowd gasps. The blade pierces, her hands tremble, but the dude doesn't flinch, doesn't bleed, doesn't even blink. He just exists, like some horror movie boss that eats jump scares for breakfast. The Marines watching shook, whispering, when did Saturn even get here? As if reality missed a step. Vice Admiral Doberman steps up, eyes wide, says the words no Marine wants to hear. If you're not a Vice Admiral, evacuate, now! And Bonnie, she's standing there, sword still in chest, breathing heavy, not victorious, not triumphant, just realizing this isn't a win. It's the beginning of hell. Vegapunk injured, bloody, dragging himself tries to calm her down. But it's too late. The Marines aim rifles at Bonnie's skull. Saturn, he doesn't blink, he doesn't shout, he just looks at her, raises a hand, and paralyzes her with whatever demonic devil power he's packing. Bonnie drops, like a puppet with its strings cut. Sanji tries to help, tries to be the knight, and gets yeeted like an empty soda can. No effort, no build-up, just gone. Saturn keeps walking, like a corrupted god. The Vice Admirals move in, ready to throw hands, but Saturn raises one hand and tells them to chill. Nobody escapes. Not today, not ever. Then he strolls over to Kizaru, who's just lying there, like your phone on 0% battery. Saturn looks down at him, disappointed. Lazy, he mutters. Kizaru barely groans. Meanwhile, Luffy is still passed out. Joy Boy mode used up. Saturn sees this and starts plotting, scheming, but Frankie, my guy. This man walks up to literal death and throws a straight-up rocket punch to Saturn's face. Sends him flying. No fear, just that classic Frankie energy. He stands tall and laughs. Our captain's so goated, even the final boss wants his head. And for a second, we all believed. But Saturn gets back up, goes full demon. The room darkens, shadows twist. He looks at Vegapunk and says, it's a shame. A shame he betrayed the celestial dragons. Then comes the coldest line of the episode. Who should I kill first? Vegapunk, silent. So Saturn shrugs. Aight, guess I'll start with these kids. He throws Luffy and Bonnie like they're garbage bags. Bonnie wakes up midair, screaming. And then the worst moment, Saturn steps on her. Not like an attack, like a statement, like she's beneath him. Then he says the words that break Bonnie completely. Kuma wasn't a hero. He was a slave, a descendant of criminals, the last of the Buccaneer race. And Bonnie, she remembers it all. Flashback time, 47 years ago, South Blue, Sorbet Kingdom. Kuma is born. His parents smile. The doctor nods, doesn't say a word about his bloodline. For 4 years, things are normal. Then the nightmare begins. Government agents, CP operatives likely, burst in like stormtroopers. Guns raised, orders barked. They beat Kuma's father in front of him, drag his mother away. Tell the family they'll be spared if they cooperate. Kuma becomes a slave to the celestial dragons. Branded, beaten, dehumanized, whipped for breathing, for crying, for existing. He gets reunited with his father, who lies to protect him, says his master is kind, says Kuma's mother is in heaven, says Nika will save them. Then they shoot his father in cold blood, and Kuma breaks. Fast forward. The human hunting competition begins. Location, God Valley. Literal hell. Garling Figureland, that smug, cold-blooded monster, shows up, slaughters a king like it's casual, and declares the start of the hunt. The prey, slaves, locals, children. Kuma tries to run, gets dragged back. begs them to end his mai, or life. Then, like a miracle, little Ivankov appears. Ginny too, both rebels, both crazy. They grab Kuma and say, "You're not just a kid, you're the main attraction." They tell him about Nika, about hope, about fighting back. But there's no time to believe. The hunt is on. And next episode, that's when the real bloodshed begins. The human hunt begins. Legendary pirates are inbound. Episode 1130 is titled The Erased History, God Valley, the Valley of Despair. Did you know Kuma went through this much pain? If this episode crushed your soul like it did mine, comment episode 1130 and smash that like button harder than Frankie's rocket punch. And yo, subscribe now. Let's hit 100K before LBAF, because the storm is just getting started. I'll be breaking down episode 1130 the second it drops. Stay ready, because the real storm is just beginning.